everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you haven't been to our channel before, my name is Kaleigh Carnahan. I'm a mother of 2 under 2. I currently have wow, he's not 18 months old. I currently have 22-month-old Christian and 9-month-old Ainsleigh. So our Christian boy is 22 months old and he has an over 1,000 word vocabulary. We a long time ago stopped counting. So we've gotten a lot of questions about what we do with Christian to help develop his language. So today in our video, we are going to be talking about ways that you can promote language development in your home, starting from when they are a little baby all the way up through these toddler years, these 2s where their language naturally starts to explode, and on from there. We're going to talk about ways to create a language-rich environment in your home, because really that is the key. And also, just another note, if you've been to our channel before, you'll know that I don't normally sit down and talk in front of a camera, but we are going to be doing a lot of back and forth, and then we'll cut to examples of using those techniques with Christian and Ainsleigh yesterday. I would love to hear in the comments below if you liked this format, or if you prefer the video style that we have been doing before, where we kind of walk and talk and bring you along with us the whole video. So if you can, in the comments below, let us know what you think of that. And also, while we are at it, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. It really helps our channel to be able to grow. We're hoping to be able to continue to create valuable content for parents out there. Without further ado, let's get started. The first strategy that you should incorporate in your home to create a language-rich environment is going to be narrating. Now, narrating can be done in 2 different ways. There is self-talk and there is parallel talk. Self-talk is exactly the way it sounds. It is talking about what you are actually doing, and if you've never done it before, it's kind of awkward when you start doing it.
Dada's gonna wash a cup.
We gotta get that stinky mama. Mama's gonna put the toys in the bucket. The ball goes in the bucket. The only exposure they're gonna get to those words are by you saying them. So by narrating what you are doing with self-talk, it exposes your child to more language, because they are hearing more language and because it's gonna give them a wider range of vocabulary to hear as well. Now, the second kind of narration is what we call parallel talk. And parallel talk is simply describing what your child is doing. Ainsleigh, girls can pat the table. Pat, pat, pat. The dinosaur is sitting on Christian! Do you see Ainsleigh in the mirror? Oh, yeah, and in the camera.
Christian is washing a bottle.
All of those situations introduce your child to more language. That is why our first strategy into building a language-rich home is by narration. The next strategy that you can use to create a language-rich environment, labeling. Now, labeling is intentionally identifying the objects that you or your child is interacting with by their name. Instead of saying something like, "Do you want it?" you would say something like, "Do you want the milk?" That way we take the word "it" out of the sentence and replace it with the vocabulary that actually identifies the object.
Up, down, up, down.
Baby chicks and the mama chicken.
Baby chicks. Baby chicks. Baby chicks. Baby chicks. Mama chicken.
That's right. Oh, Ainsleigh has the ball.
It's Mama's.
It is Mama's. It's Mama's new computer.
Mama, no, I give it.
Do you see a star?
The book fell down.
Another great place that this can be really, really natural in your home is turning on and off the lights. Here's a snapshot of one of our previous vlogs when Christian was about 16, 17 months old. On, off, on, off, on, off. We often get distracted by lights when we go in and out of rooms. It's so simple, but it helps to create a rich language environment. The next way we are going to create a language-rich environment in our home and to be able to promote language development as we are going to model. These babies don't come with language built in. So we need to model the language for them and give them the words that we want them to learn. You know this. From a young age, you hold your baby's hands and you say, ma, 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 ma. Yeah. You are modeling for them how to make those syllables that then turn into words. Modeling signs is a way to help your baby learn and develop language. We'll talk about sign language more in just a little bit. Language is a tool for us to communicate with others. And if you want your toddler to be able to communicate those needs to you, you have to model what the words are that you want them to say. As soon as your toddler has the words to be able to communicate, their frustration level is gonna go from a 10 way down. So the sooner we can give them those tools, the absolute better.
You would like some milk?
Yeah.
You can say something like, can I have some milk, please?
Please.
Tell Dada, thank you, Dada.
Did you play with Mama? Mama.
You're all done? Oh, say time to wake up, Mama. Okay. Go. Oh, does it look like a lawnmower?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called a wheelbarrow. The next strategy that we are going to look at can actually be a pretty tricky one for us adults. It's listening. Listening. While it is so important for us to be able to narrate the things that are going on, labeling the objects we're seeing, and modeling the language we want them to communicate with us, it is equally important that we need to find a balance between talking and just listening. Listening is how your toddler's going to learn turn-taking in conversation, unless you want them to keep interrupting you for the rest of your life. Listening tells your toddler that you care what they have to say. Take the time to listen to your toddler. Your toddler knows that you've listened to them when you repeat back their words to them.
Yeah. Tell me more.
I did this hat.
The elephant's hearts. Sunshine away. That's what you're singing. I heard you. You want it on your back?
Yeah.
I heard your words. Okay.
Hi, Daddy. Me housing please.
What do you want? What are you doing, Christian? I see lots and lots of bubbles.
Mama do pool tie.
You want Mama to do the blue card?
Mama do pool tie. Me do pool tie.
Resist the urge to interrupt and just let them work out that sentence until they're able to get out what they're trying to say. Try not to cut off your toddler and just listen. This next strategy is my absolute favorite, and it is pause. This is where you say a common phrase in your household, whether it be a song or a line in a story. It's more of a fill in the blank.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little
And the big bad wolf was
hungry.
Itsy bitsy
Bye.
went up the water.
Boat.
Ready?
Abby.
Set.
Go.
Go! Soon enough, your toddler will be able to fill in that last word. And that is a great way to help your toddler learn that last word, promote language, and build their vocabulary. This next strategy to help promote language in your home is to extend. This is to extend what you're wanting your child to say by one word. So in the very beginning, your baby doesn't know what the word is. So we're gonna extend it from 0 to 1 and label it with one word. ball. Those very simple single words are so good for your baby. Now, when your baby has a foundation of single words, you're gonna start expanding that by one word. Big ball, more milk, just by one word at a time. And you're gently extending those phrases. In the listening section, you saw Christian talking about a blue car, that I had a blue car and he had a blue car. Now here in a second, you're gonna see me take that phrase that he's talking about, two blue cars, and I'm going to expand it by talking about the wheels on the car.
Mama will do the blue car with red wheels, and Christian can do the blue car with black wheels.
Mama, touch white, blue, no wheels. This apple put in the butt. This apple put in the pit. Mama, what hat? What hat? What hat? The butt hat.
Yeah, there's 2 red hearts and a purple heart.
Start where you're at right now and do a simple one-word expand to help develop that language with your toddler. This next strategy is one that I'm gonna say with a little bit of caution. It is rephrase. Now, when you're rephrasing, you're simply taking something that your toddler said and rephrasing it in a more grammatically correct fashion. Every once in a while, I will correct Christian and see if he can make that switch, but it's not very often, and I don't recommend that you actually correct them very often. It can be incredibly discouraging if what the majority of what your toddler is trying to say is continuing to be corrected. As long as when you're rephrasing it, you are continuing to model correct grammar, your toddler will pick it up.
What you doing, buddy?
Me, watch the bubbles.
Oh, can you say I will watch the bubbles?
Watch the bubbles.
That's right. This is the big elephant, and this is the small elephant.
Me, watch the high.
You're gonna wash your hands?
You want the dinosaur to get you?
Yeah.
Can you say, dinosaur, get me? Here he comes!
You are helping with the dishes, huh?
And this wouldn't be a language development video if I didn't mention the importance of reading. The next strategy we are going to dive into is reading with your child. Reading with your child comes with so many benefits, including building listening skills, developing their memory and language awareness, as well as the beginning stages of reading, which is identifying the concepts of print, the front and the back of the book, how we turn the book, we read a book from left to right. Those kinds of things are all concepts of print, which are built with the foundation of reading books with your child.
Yeah, you're doing a good job reading. These are red shoes. And they smell so nice. The first one built his house out of straw.
Then the big, whitey big, what eat a.
And the little piggy said,
And then of course, reading books helps your toddler to develop a wider vocabulary. Books help to expose your children to words that they otherwise would not hear in their daily life. One of my favorite things, and I recorded it for this video for a keepsake for myself, but also just to show the power of reading books. We have this book called Quantum Physics for Babies. Christian's heard this book many, many times. And by this point, he knows so much of that book from memory, it is a hoot. This is a
Wow.
this ball has,
I know an idea.
all balls are made of, there are,
New times.
and
Blue times.
and
These are times.
all electrons have,
Yeah.
they have what?
Idea.
Energy. This electron has the
baby is? Yeah!
Yeah.
You are energy. We talked about this a little bit already, but our next strategy, and this is key for early on, is signing. Signing with your baby gives them an early tool for communication. We started signing with both Christian and Ainsleigh at about 6 months old. Christian did his first sign around 10 months old, and Ainsleigh did her first sign around 8.5 months old. And like we said before, when your child has the tools that they need to be able to communicate, their frustration level is going to decrease, and that positive feedback in their brain is going to go up. These are the stepping stones to building language. Now, because Ainsleigh knows all done, water, and milk, we continue to repeat them often and give her opportunities to practice those signs and language components as well.
Water. Ball. Ball. Yes, Sissy, that's a ball.
This last strategy, I think, is really key if done right, and it is to expect. Expect your child to communicate with you when you know they are able. Once they are able, expect a response. We just need to help them to develop those skills.
Would you like to get out?
Yeah.
You say, help me out, please.
Please, help me out. Let me help Baba.
You want a bite of Mama's snack?
Me bite your mommy's up.
Say, can I have a bite of Mama's snack, please?
Mama butt, please.
Yes, you can have a bite of Mama's snack.
Me, okay.
You want to hold Mama's snack?
Yeah.
Yes, you can hold Mama's snack.
When it comes to language and communication, I want to set a precedent and an expectation that if they communicate to me their needs, I will respond. So when it comes to expecting from your toddler, you definitely want to expect an appropriate response. But you know what you can expect from your toddler, whether it be one word or a few. Expect your toddler to communicate with you, and they will. I know I have just talked your ears off with these 10 strategies for developing and cultivating a rich language environment in your home. But there is so much power in giving your child the tools that they need to be able to communicate with you. I cannot advocate for it enough. So I really encourage you as a parent to give your child those tools. These are the 10 things that we've done with our Christian boy to help him gain an over 1,000 word vocabulary. It's what we're doing with our Ainsleigh right now. And remember, every child is different. And while I am an early educator, I am not a speech language pathologist. So if you do have concerns, remember to bring them up with your pediatrician. Thank you so much for joining us. I think that's it. Until next time, bye.